What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the reasons why we were fooled by the love bombing. There are so many reasons why the narcissists use the love bombing technique to reel us in. But it all depends on the timing of the love bombing. Was it the first time the narcissist laid eyes on you? Or was it a love bombing when they were trying to get you back? The first time they laid eyes on you, usually the love bombing consists of they just try to, well, the way I was love bombed is let me see, they met me with things. It's certain things they wanted to do for me. They bought me things that they thought I would like because they didn't know much about me. But that was a way to get to know me. And the way the narcissists get to know you is once you having that good, solid conversation with them, you're not really having a conversation. You're not really having an exchange, a back and forth. Usually what happens is you pretty much just give them a lot of information about you that they can end up using against you in the future. Now, I think we can all pretty much agree on what we look for in a relationship or what we kind of expect. And that is love, trust, and commitment. But to a narcissist, that love means you love them. It's not mutual. They don't really know what love is. They don't know what it feels like to receive it, so they don't know what it is to give it. They don't know how to give it. But they look at love different from what the real definition of love is. Trust. They trust you to always be there no matter what. It doesn't matter what they put you through. They expect for you to continue to take it. And commitment. Pretty much the same thing. They feel that they own you. They feel that once they get you, they have total control over you. That's why it's so hard for them to let go when you reject them. That's why it's hard for them to follow, strict boundaries. They don't know how to accept no for an answer. They feel entitled to you. So they look at love, trust, and commitment different from what we are looking for in a relationship, in a long-term relationship, or in a friendship, the same. When I was love bombed by the ex, supposed to be friend narcissist, and the ex narcissist who I was in a relationship with, both of them were pretty similar in the beginning because both of them were offering me things, even though they knew nothing about me. They were offering me things, waiting for me to accept it. And once I accept it, that gives them the go ahead to keep coming with more until they find themselves in there. And when it's at the point where they feel like they got you, that's when they start to really learn more about you. They really get to know you. And when they get to really know you and find out a lot of information about you, it's like they program that and they keep it with them. They use it, later on down the line, they use it against you for all the wrong reasons. Now, the reason why we are fooled by the love bombing is because first they make you think that they're doing something that kind of, paints a picture of someone who really cares about you, someone who has genuine interest in you. And the second reason why we're usually fooled is because how they make us think that they really needed us. And of course, people want to feel needed because it kind of makes you think of, it makes you feel appreciated in a way. But you don't want to be needed to the point where it's draining you, to the point where it's toxic, to where they're depending on you, because then, that's it's just kind of a way of, like abusing their position in a relationship. Like they need you too much to the point where you find yourself just kind of, you already know what they're going to say to you. You already kind of know what they're going to require. And you start to notice a pattern of it, and it's never really a give and take anymore. It's just take. And once you give so much of yourself, you just kind of lose yourself. And you just kind of forget, like, where are you supposed to be in this relationship, or what is this? So that's kind of how the love bombing works. It goes like in two different ways. And that way is they're offering you things. It comes from the offering, kind of like a love offering or a peace offering. Like, if I offer you this, will you give me you? It's something like that. And they don't even really know you. And we don't think about those things early on because we want to give them a chance. We want to give people the benefit of the doubt. We don't want to be too quick to judge someone as, just something that's not normal. So we give it a chance. And then we find ourselves stuck in a situation that we can't easily get out of peacefully because we never really got to know who they were. We got to know them along the way. And once once the mask comes off and we see who they truly are, it's kind of like it's too late. Because when we remove ourselves from the situation, again, it goes back to that love, trust, and respect. Those three things, they never really understand the full meaning of it from the beginning. But they're going to hold that up against you as a punishment once you try to get out. And so that's when the love bombing comes in again. If they get that opportunity to kind of suck you back in, they're going to use the same techniques. But this is something that I want to point out real quick before I end this video. One of the techniques that I remember so well with both of the narcs is it's the way that they express themselves. And it's kind of the dead giveaway now with the narcissist love bombing, because this is how they pretty much do it. They're like, man, I needed you so much. Oh my God, you just don't know what I've been through. You just don't know. I know you know that I needed you so much. It's just so much that's been going on. And then it starts over, it starts all over again, and the cycle continues. And you notice that, see, there is no difference here, no change at all. I should have known that you weren't going to be different. You're showing me that same person, and you're giving me that same reason not to want to deal with you again, because you need me too much. You need me to be there too much. Like, you're really depending on me. And my mistake was being that codependent, being that person that was willing to just accept so much of your waste with no boundaries. But now, things have changed. I just can't take it no more. I refuse to deal with it anymore. And, this is where you have to draw the line and let them know that it cannot be like this anymore. Now, I'm not saying take the narcissist back. I'm not saying that. I'm saying normally that's how they kind of slide back into the relationship. That's how they usually love bomb you and get you back. And this is early on when you're kind of noticing the signs. Now like the second time around, and you're thinking about it. You're really thinking about taking them back. But it keeps coming to you what they did in the first place to make you not want to deal with them again. And so now you try to set some boundaries, but you're not strict about it. That's how, the cycle of abuse continues, because you were never strict about it. You were never serious enough to let them know what you're not going to deal with again. So that's how they kind of slide back in. It's by that quick talking. Oh my God, you just don't know. They're just so stressed out. They're throwing all these problems on you that they weren't able to talk to you about for a long time. So imagine when the bucket is full and it's dumped out on you, just how much has come on, just so much on you now, all at one time, because, of all that time that they didn't get to be around you, because you took that privilege away from them. And until you take that away from them again, it's going to continue. They make you think in the same time, during that same moment, while they're explaining to you how much they needed you, they only needed you for one thing, because they needed to just vent. They needed to just complain about something that they're not even willing to change. Narcissists love to complain, gripe, and complain, and people get tired of hearing it. It's going to come a point where you're just tired of hearing it, like, here we go again. And you're just kind of bracing yourself, because you already know where the conversation is going. And it's like, see, that's why I wasn't answering the phone. That's why I wasn't texting you back. And then you run across them and you just give them a chance to explain themselves. And they don't really have anything to explain. In fact, they even tried to make you sound like you're the reason why, you're the reason for the issue to begin with. You're the reason why they start to show you this different side of them. But then at the same time, I needed you. Like, make that make sense, please. Make it make sense. How you needed me, but you mistreated me at the same time. And I continue to be there and continue to deal with your very bad toxic behavior just because I was being that good friend, or I was being that good, girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever in a relationship. So I felt like I was doing the right thing. That's why I stayed there so long. But once you come to the point where you are just done with it, just don't give it a second chance. But don't give it a third chance. Just be done with it for good. Because if not, the narcissist will continue to try to love bomb you. They will love bomb you if you allow them to. Because they can only do what you allow them to, as far as coming back into your life. Now, for certain situations, I already know that it's not that easy to just cut them off and be done with them. But, you know, just for this video, as far as the love bombing, just the early signs of love bombing, like when they show you who they are in the beginning, believe them. It's not going to change. The abuse haven't just disappeared. They haven't just turned into this great person now and done away with the old them. They're still the same old person. It's just a matter of time before you see it again. So just remember those two things that narcissists do when they love bomb. And that's just kind of throw things at you until you take the bait, until you accept what the best thing that they've offered you so far. And I don't know why my phone is lighting and darkening. And then the second one is they just needed you so much. And that's the worst, is to constantly, just put so much on a person and make them feel like they're supposed to be there no matter what. You don't have no say-so in it. You just got to take it. So anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. Leave your comments down below, and I'll talk to you probably on Wednesday.